Avoid women that want a soft life from you. Avoid each and every single woman that wants a soft life on your back. Why is that? Why should you avoid that? I have friends who have money. The best friends that I like and I love who have money are the ones who worked hard for that money. They got refined, ground to the bit. Some of them faced relationship difficulties. Some of them had family fallouts. And now they got money. They don't flaunt it. You'll never know they got it like that, but they got it like that. And now their soft era in their older years, because men, we don't just get a pass through this. They're now in the 50s, some of them in the 60s. You're lucky if you get that stuff late 30s. That's why it's so crazy to think that women want that, a man who got going on like that in his 30s. You're lucky if you got it like that, but most men, it's late 40s. Sorry, late 30s, early 40s, maybe even late 50s type of thing. But the men that got it like that, who I love, have been refined. So when I'm conversing with them, they're not bragging. They don't have this braggadocious mindset. They don't have this look at me mindset. And they can relate to my problems, and they make great mentors because they can see a man who's trying, even if the man just wants to clean garbage bins for a job. They can relate. Now, what the problem is, the counterpart of females want to be in a soft era when they're 18, 19, 20. A woman that has not been tested by difficulty, it means that, and she's only dated guys who are affluent because they're horny and lustful. They'll give her everything. They've trained that female to avoid hardship. So that means whatever she wants and needs, she has to be met. And if she don't get it, she'll break up with the man who's not giving it to her, and she'll go to the next until she gets it. And she'll keep moving like that. I have cousins and family members that move this way. Okay? They're going to keep chasing the bag because they're afraid of hard times. Now, imagine a man that avoided all the difficulties and he now has money. You know it's not going to be much use to you if something goes crazy bad because he's used to things working his way. So a lot of men that I have friends with who are wealthy, they built their wealth from the ground. So we got a lot to talk about. So even if they're way up there and I could be way there, they can understand and relate because they've been there. So the friendship is genuine and real. But when you start to date a woman that, even though she didn't grow up with money, she desires money in such a way, you're going to suffer because she expects you to perform for her love. You're going to be overcharged for the coochie. And should you fall short, she's not going to step in and say, hey, I'm going to put in because I love you as my man. She sees you as, oh, wait a minute, this man is no longer of use to me. Let me find another. He no longer don't serve me. He's not going to do what I need him to do because she's afraid of difficult times. She's afraid of hard times. And a lot more than women don't want no hard times, even though they've come from backgrounds which are less than great. But nonetheless, they want the soft life, and it's at any expense. If you fall short of that, and we know as men, if you came up from hard times, should things go bad, no man who has gotten his wealth, genuinely speaking, has not fallen on hard times and had to come back again. That's what gives you the power, the capacity to fall down, lose everything. I always use divorce as an example. You lose it through divorce and you come back again and just get it again. That's the power, not somebody. It's almost like a boxer who never, ever, ever took a heavy punch. He's just winning every fight. The day when he meets somebody who's going to hit him real hard, he's going to be up on the ground for a very long time. So avoid women that are just soft girl era type of chicks because they don't want no hard times. They don't want to get their hands dirty. Deal with the girl that you know she's been through hard times, but she understands that a man can fall in hard times and she's willing to be generous to give her time because sometimes life happens. No woman wants to deal with a man who's going to be down and out, but sometimes life does happen. We hear many stories, rocks to riches, and then back to the ground again, and then you come back again. So if most women I know, they're not willing to help build with the man and work with the man who's falling through hard times, especially if you met her and you're able to elevate her life. So my point is that deal with women who have hard times, and they know how to deal and be content in those moments. Those are important questions. Men, do not neglect this. It's very important for you to do that, because at the end of the day, you don't know what life looks like around the corner. A lot of women, unfortunately, they have trashy attitudes, trashy mindsets. They want what they even than what their father did not even give them, because social media has conditioned them to believe that there's something grand and out there, and your value, even though you're providing, you could be solidly provided for 5 years. The day that you fall short for 6 months, she'd be like, nah, 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 this is not what I signed up for. She gonna find another brother. Now, of course, you're gonna wish the worst. I'm like, oh, well, hopefully this happens. But at the end of the day, she's left you, and now you're in a deficit, because no, not only monetarily you're in a deficit, but emotionally, because you're attached to somebody who's now left you. So now, true love is hard to gauge. So don't deal with the woman that is soft girl, pretty, aesthetics, and everything. Deal with somebody who's more real. Unfortunately, we're tempted by the things that are, you know, Instagram pretty. We need to get more realistic. Okay.